Hôm nay chúng tôi trở lại với quý vị. Có những cái vấn đề nó rất là quý vị hỏi rất là nhiều. Thành ra hôm nay chúng tôi mời luật sư Gabriel Respond trở lại với chúng tôi để trả lời những cái câu hỏi của quý vị đang có trong mấy ngày hôm nay. So Gabriel, we have to appreciate it. My team in Vietnam work around the clock for the last 3 or 4 days to comply with the advanced interior solution and eco medical requirement. That's really hard, and then I really appreciate my team work around the clock to get it done. So I really appreciate it. I want you to say something from my team, Gabriel.
Yes, I appreciate that this was a big burden because, this requirement was something that we discussed many times with the employer to make sure that we really needed to do it. But it is required, and we do have to treat both the foreign nationals and the U.S. people exactly the same. And so that was necessary to get this case smoothly approved. So I really appreciate their help.
Okay, thank you. So today the topic that I have question for you is number one is, could you please provide some clarity of the specific state in the EB3 processing that allow petitioners to include their children to accompany them to the United States while they work?
Right. So this overall process, the PERM EB3 process, or any version of PERM, has 3 main stages. And the first stage is what we call a labor certification stage. And that's entirely conducted by the company. And so they get a right from the government to sponsor. The second stage is the application stage where the ETA 9089s and the I-140s are filed. Those 2 stages only involve the foreign national who wants to work. So the head of household who will be employed. So those first 2 stages, the longest in time of the stages, are just for the one foreign national. But the consular process, which includes a medical exam and an interview at the consulate, and a number of forms, that will be for all of the applicants. So that will be all dependents, including children, will join the application at that last stage. And so basically, for the first stage, it's only the company. For the second stage, it's only the foreign national who will be working. And then for the last stage, it's the entire family.
So the last day is for entire family to accommodate to the United States to work. Okay, so according to the current EB3 waiting time, what the age of the petitioner children at that stage to ensure their children eligibility?
Right, so then I do have some good news on this, as I did look up the visa bulletin before we got started, and there's been a slight improvement, a slight reduction in the amount of time we have to wait. So that's a very positive development. But right now, there is at least an 18-month delay after filing ETA 9089 before you can get a green card. In reality, an 18-month delay is not functionally a very big delay because of the slowness of the ETA 9089 applications, the I-140 stage, and then you still have a tertiary PS-260 form with another few months added to that. So what we're seeing is that if a child is 18 before you've started any process, the child has a chance to age out. If the child has not reached the age of 18 before you've started any process, when you start the process, then we're pretty confident that the child is going to be able to fit to immigrate with you, presuming they don't get married or otherwise disqualify themselves. But we are fairly confident that they will be able to, at this stage, based on the projections that are being provided to us by the government, we are fairly confident that if your child is under the age of 18 when you start the process, that they will be eligible. Now, of course, we can't make any hard guarantees because these timelines do move.
Yes, we always tell the clients that we cannot guarantee anything about the timing. So one last question, a very specifically client, they are about to get LC maybe 4 or 5 months, and their kid is 16 or 17. So they really worry that When they have
Very good.
LC and yeah.
They're in good
So-
position. They're in good position in part because the child's age will be paused for part of the application process, meaning that the actual date that they need to get the green card won't be the date the child turns 21. It will be after that date. They will have some extended period. But my point is that if the child is at 16, 17, the chances are very high, very strong that they will be able to immigrate concurrently.
Thank you very much. This is very helpful, Gabriel. Thank you.